ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. It's Untethered Live on a Wednesday night. And tonight, we're going to talk about my new guitar build. We're going to have some coffee and some chit-chat. Tonight's episode is brought to you by this hot cup of coffee and the letter yeah. All right. CWL, you get the gold star tonight. Congratulations, my friend. You finally made it to the big times. Here's to you. CWL says, hello, everyone. And Amanda, hi, how are you? She says, hi, Chet. Good to see you all. Hiya, Jake. How are you tonight, love? I am fantastic. I just got a $1,000 guitar for absolutely free. Amanda says, CWL, here's your golden star. Lovely to have you guys with us tonight. Don't know where everybody else is, but it's Wednesday, so, you know, it happens. Would you like to see it? Would you like to see it? I'll show it to you. I mean, we'll probably get kicked off of YouTube, but I'll pull it out. That's awesome, Jake, says Amanda. Thank you. I think so. A friend of mine gave it to me. He gave me a body and some parts, and I just spent the afternoon putting it together and building a guitar out of it. So I cobbled together some parts from other guitars and pieced it all together and made a parts caster. But the main body of the guitar and the electronics that were given to me are from a very expensive, handcrafted in America guitar. So this is an American-made, Robin is the name of the company that makes it, out of Texas, which they're out of business, I think. I don't think they make guitars anymore. But when they were in business, they made some pretty decent guitars. They were the first of the bespoke guitar group that was out in the 80s. And this is what I ended up with. Are you ready? Here we go. Da, 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 da. Look at that. Just look at that. Wow. Isn't that pretty? I still got to do some fret leveling on it, so I can't play it for you right now because it's fretting out a couple of places. But as soon as I get it all polished up, ready to go, it will be focused. It will be featured. Here you go. One more look. Any thoughts for a name? Look at that beautiful thing. I just finished building it tonight. It has active EMG pickups in it with a presence circuitry. It's got a presence knob. So it's got its EMG brand presence knob and volume and tone. And it is powerful. So there's that. April and Kevin, what's up, guys? Good to see you. Glad you can make it. Wait till everyone gets here and show it off. I will, but I'll show it off 2 or 3 times. CWL says, sweet. Excellent. Kevin says, hey, Jake. Amanda says, hi, Kevin. April says, April is driving. She says, hello to all. Hello, April. How are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the show. Keep your eyes on the road and your ears on me. CWL says, what are you doing? What are you going to name it? Well, I don't know. I thought we could talk about that. What do you think I should name it? Amanda says, it looks awesome. April says, hit the like button, everybody. Much love. Good to see you all. I'm driving right now, talking to my phone. Jake, that guitar is sweet. Yes, thank you. April says, hi. Amanda says, hi, April. And April says, hello, Amanda, love. All right, so the deal is, my buddy, my boss, my friend, my compatriot, we are back in Polk County, where the people outnumber the teeth in Juanita. Yeah. I think I tried to swallow a hair. So my buddy gave me a set of pickups, active EMG pickups. EMG is a big, heavy metal brand. but they make really good pickups. And these are single coil EMG pickups, and they're active. So they got the battery, and then they got the circuitry that goes with it. So it's all one piece that you drop into the guitar, and all the wiring and little resistors and capacitors are all built onto it, and it's got a little circuit board on the presence knob and all that. So all that stuff is very expensive. I couldn't afford it. I couldn't buy one. So he gave me that. But that's what I was expecting him to bring me. And instead he brought me this body of a Robin guitar that is basically an American-made Stratocaster by a different company. But it's to the specs, and it's made out of alder. So it's good quality wood. And it's got good hardware on it. And everything's there. And it's old. It's vintage. It's from 80. So he gave me the whole thing. And so I spent tonight cobbling together parts of other guitars that I had laying around that are in various states of disarray. And I built this nice little parts caster here. And this is what she looks like. That, my friends, is an American-made $1,000 guitar. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it shine. Doesn't even matter if it shines. That's the headstock. And this is a parts caster. It's not a full anything. It's a little bit of everything. Ruby red. I like ruby red. April says, CWL, everyone, I love ya. Kevin says, April says, nah, the guitar's Woody. Name the guitar Woody. Ruby red Woody. Sound familiar? Remind you of anyone? Okay. I say name it Torpedo. Ruby red Woody Torpedo. Starting to sound more and more like me every second. Caucasian Sasquatch, what's up, brother? Damn, I meant to be here for this. Well, you're here for this. Where are you if you're not here for this? Amanda says, hi, Caucasian. Caucasian says, I keep falling asleep right before you go live. Well, you're here tonight, and that's what matters. Take a look at this. Isn't that pretty? I just finished building this tonight. Those are active EMG pickups with the EMG circuitry inside. The three-way, it's a 5-way blade switch. It's got 5 different settings and a full tone or a full potentiometer of presence. So I can go from 0 to 100 in presence. And so basically what that means is it gets brighter. So I can do all kinds of different sounds with this thing. It's pretty nice. Anyway, name it Unicorn. I like it. Ruby red Woody Torpedo Unicorn. Hey, hand me a Ruby red Woody Torpedo Unicorn. Huh? What? What did he just say? Kevin says, what is up, Squatcho? Caucasian says, Kevo, Chimera. You like Chimera red? Well, this is sort of some kind of red. It's a deep red. I don't know what you'd call that. It's not fire engine red. Almost metallic looking. Anyway, I love it. It's a $1,000 guitar. I got it for free. Can't beat that. I love it. I don't care if it was the color of wood. But Chimera red, I like it. Chimera red. I like it. Chimera red. That's what I'm going to name it. Chimera red. Get everybody in there. April says, ooh. Caucasian says, April, I have a string. You have a string? I got 6 of them right here. Dennis, what's up, buddy? Good to see you. He says, nice, Jake. Thank you very much. Sports update. The Miami Dolphins are 10-4, and I believe Super Bowl bound. You heard it here first. Go Fins! Da, 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 da. Or whatever they do. I don't know. Amanda says, hi, Dennis. Caucasian says, Dennis. Caucasian says, Amanda. He did it that side, though. It's a little bit out of tune because I just put brand new strings on it, so they hadn't stretched out yet. I'm still stretching them. And I got to do some fret work because it is buzzing out in the place. So I got to fix that. And then she'll be right as rain. Do a little intonation, fix it up, and polish the frets and put some bacon fat or something on these rosewood fretboard here. Bring out that shine a little bit. Those are mother of pearl dot inlays, by the way. That's not the cheap shit. That's mother of pearl. How do I know? Because it has the pink hue in it. I was a little concerned about this black pick guard because it came with a white one, but I think I like the black one better. It kind of is growing on me. Gives it a little bit of character, and it matches the black headstock that I selected for it. The mirror finish headstock. See how shiny that thing is? It's crazy. Anyway, I thought you guys would appreciate seeing it, and hopefully I'll be playing it in the next day or so. Add it to my arsenal. I about got more guitars than I got places to put guitars. I'm starting to like the black pick too, says Amanda. Pick guard. Yes. I think so. I think it was the right call. Kevin says red and black. Go Dogs. Good colors, huh? It's got a good scheme. And I think that when I get it all dialed in and get the, everything, the intonation just right and the string levels just right, because I hadn't even tried to adjust it yet. I just got it put together like 5 minutes before the podcast. I literally just finished. I was doing soldering 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. So I just finished. So I hadn't had time to play with it yet and tweak it. But I think when I get it tweaked, I think that's going to be a powerful guitar. I think it's going to be awesome. I might want to put 10s on it, though. I got 9s on it right now, 9-gauge strings. I think maybe 10s might be better. I don't know yet. I have to play with it and find out. It is an older guitar, so it's a little different than the modern guitars, Modern guitars take a little better than 9-gauge strings, I think, because they have flatter fretboards. But at any rate, I think it was a good gift. Happy birthday to me. Yeehaw. It's almost as pretty as the next guitar I'm getting. We're buying that one, though. I'm having one handmade to my specifications. I found a place in China that is a high-end bespoke guitar factory, and we've been drooling over their builds all month long. So I think it's in order. We're getting one at some point. Not anytime soon, but at some point. Amanda and other moderators, look out for Jake's chat because I'm driving, okay? Thanks, much love, you guys. April, just focus on the road, baby. We got this under control. Amanda says, I got it, April. Don't worry. Everybody, please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. There's 9 people in chat. There's only 5 likes. Come on. It's free. And worth it. And Amanda says, subscribe and share all. And like. Because, the numbers do help with the algorithm. And it helps us get recommended to other people's feeds, which is not being done a lot these days. So every little bit helps. So I appreciate that. All right. So anyway, one of my hobbies is building guitars. And I've been building them for probably 20 years in various stages of knowing what I'm doing. I've actually gotten to the point now where I think I could probably build one from scratch, like cut the wood and do all that. But it's probably going to take a little time. We just drove through Avon Park, next Frostproof, and then Lake Wales. I've lived in all those places. Soon you will be here in Polk County. I am saving up bail money in case things go wrong. Well, yeah, soon I will be there in Polk County. And if they catch wind that I'm coming, you may very well have to bail me out, because me and the cops there don't get along so well, because I lived there as a child and a young man, and I wasn't always as reserved as I am now. But we all have to grow up sometime. Anyway, if you guys want a sound sample of the guitar in question, I'll be glad to provide one. However, it's going to fret buzz and fret out in a couple places, so be prepared for that, because I haven't had time to adjust the neck yet and to flatten the fretboard. I got to do the frets, because the neck I used is off of a guitar of a different size, so I have to adjust it for that guitar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I ever showed you guys the lightning bolt strap that I have. There's a lightning bolt down the side. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that one or not. It was also a gift. So I've literally got zero money tied up in this guitar. Be driving a minute, says Caucasian. And CWL says, I may grow old, but I'll never grow up. Amen, brother. Well, there's no such thing as growing up anyway. I remember as a child when I was a young boy, and I remember thinking to myself, man, I can't wait till I'm as old as they are. That way everything will make sense and I'll know what they're talking about. Well, that doesn't happen. That's not true. That's a myth that is spread to young people to make them mind or something. I don't know why they do it, but they tell you that there's this mythical creature called an adult, and there's adulthood. But I am here to tell you, and if you don't believe me, watch the people in Congress. People don't grow up. They just get old. Those people in Congress and every other one I've ever seen is just as childish as they were in high school, and just as moronic and just as brain dead. They just have gray hair now, and they look sophisticated, but they're not. They're teenagers. Trust me on that one. I still don't know that, says CWL. Or is tired, right? Caucasian. Yeah, we get tired, but we still have, I feel like I'm 18 in my head. Like I reached a certain age, and that's as old as I've ever gotten. I've gotten wiser, but I still feel the same person, even though my skin is failing and my hairline is receding and my teeth have long since gone. And, it's just getting old, baby. But if I could muster up the strength, I could still rock out all night long. It's amazing what a little bit of work and a little bit of age will do to you, though. Make you want to take a nap real bad. I understand. I still don't know Shat. You don't know Shat? Well, you should probably get to know Shat. He's a hell of an actor. Oh, you're not talking about William Shatner. Oh, sorry. Caucasian says, if we did a weekly show, what would the subject be? I don't know. What would you like it to be? Eat you some Wheaties, says Amanda. I need a whole box of Wheaties. I'm older than you, but younger than Walter. I'd give you a run for your money there, Kevo. Walter is getting on up there. And don't tell him I said this. He's probably lurking in the background, but don't tell him I said this. He kind of looks like Jeffrey Epstein a little bit. You ever notice that? I saw a picture of Jeffrey Epstein on a thumbnail. I guess Benny Johnson or that guy, that right-wing guy. Anyway, it was a picture of Nancy Pelosi and Jeffrey Epstein or something like, no, it was Hillary Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein side by side. And I was like, what is Walter doing on that thumbnail? And then it took me a minute to go, oh, no, that's not Walter. That's Jeffrey Epstein. I thought he meant shaft. Shaft. Can you dig it? I think he meant shit. Actually, Wheaties are not very good, by the way. I never enjoyed them anyway. I don't even think they make them anymore, but they're not very tasty. I prefer Raisin Bran or what's that other one? The one with the crunches in it. Crunchy Honey Bunches of Oats. That's it. Honey Bunches of Oats. I prefer that. You know, Wheaties are just as bad as grape nuts. It's like eating fish aquarium rocks. Break your teeth on them things. They're not good. Why would anybody eat that? It's like torture. There is another word for shut. I spell it IRS. Yes. Honey Bunches of Oats. That's the one. That's the one I like the best. I like that one. The one with the clusters of crunchy stuff. I think it's granola. Something's in it. I like it. That's a nutritious breakfast that you can get behind. Unlike, say, Captain Crunch, which is delicious, but not at all good for you. Not shite. I think you're spelling it wrong all the way around. It's S-H-I-T, which means ship high in transit, by the way. Because boats leak and whatever's in the box don't need to get wet, so they put it up on a shelf. Ship high in transit. Only me and postal workers know that. So, how's everybody doing tonight? You guys having a good time? And by the way, Caucasian Sasquatch, if you're still here, whatever you would like to discuss, I'm down for anything. If you want to do a weekly show, let me know and we'll get on it. Okay, I was being polite. Shit. Kevin, I have never known you to be polite. Where is Kevin? What have you done with my friend? That was a sublime, well-earned, well-deserved cup of coffee. And one more time for the cheap seats. Look at this guitar that I just built tonight. I just finished it tonight. Look at that. Oh. Beautiful, isn't it? Look at the curves on this thing. Look at that. You see that? Whoa. That's what I call beautiful. Solid alder body. Anyway, it's a beautiful, beautiful instrument. I can't wait till it's finished and I can play it on my Marshall, which I'm going to do very soon. What do you like better, curves on a woman or curves on a guitar? No, I like curves on my guitar. I like my women to be like little stick men. I like knocky knees. I'm just that guy. Ass like a 10-year-old boy. You know what I'm saying? That shape is a perfect shape, by the way. Just so you know, that's the perfect amount of you know what. You asked me what I like, not what I would settle with. But I like my guitars to be curvy. and luscious and red. Currently, I also like black. I'm not a picky man. Now that you have gotten me in trouble, I appreciate that. I'm not biased on my women. I like them just women enough. Woman enough, says CWL. I'm not biased either. I'm totally one-sided. I like women, period. But I also have an affinity for dainty. And, you know, that's just the man in me. I can't help that. I like those little tiny fingers that look like they would break if you put any pressure on them. You know what I mean? Little tiny, tiny, tiny fingers. I like that. That's the thing, you know. Kevin says, you like women shaped like a stick man? That is simply weird. But in these modern days, whatever floats your boat. Why is that weird? Why is it weird that I like a certain body type? You ask what I liked. I told you what I liked, and you call me weird for it? What's up with that? What do you like? Don't say April. You got me in trouble. You get in trouble with me, buddy. Caucasian says, I like my women how I like my coffee. Black and slightly confusing and bitter. Right? Oh, no. Hot, sweet, and creamy. I like my women like I like my coffee. Bitter, black, and confused. None of those things are true, by the way. Well, it's got plenty of resonance. I don't drink coffee, so I got nothing. CWL, come on now. There it is. You hear that? That's a high fret. Yep, I got to fix that. Kevin says, I like my women holding a hair dryer in one hand and a knife in the other hand. April fits that bill perfectly. I concur. Yes, she does. Let's see. Well, no, I was raised on a sophisticated kind of style. Yeah, my taste in music and women drove my folks half wild. Mom and Dad, they had a plan for me. It was a debutante's symphonies. But I like my music, man. I like my women wild. Sure seen the looks on the faces of my dad and mom when I showed up at the door with my date for the senior prom. She said, pardon me, Jake, but that ain't no kid. That's a 5th Street hooker with a Jimmy Bob wig. And I said, I know, Mom. Ain't she cool? It cost $20. I did. And I like my women just a little on the trashy side, like a trailer park girl, where they wear their hair too tight, man, the hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge. Give me a woody, leaves me feeling confused. I like my women just a little on the trashy side. Yeah, I like my women and I like them on the trashy side. There you go. That's how I like them. CWL says trashier is better. Yes, I like a woman that's a little demure, if you know what I'm saying. Kevin says, when a woman says to you, "Oh, shut up," is that foreplay? Yes. Oh, damn, Kevin, says Amanda. It could very well be. It depends on how she says it. Like, no, that means no. But no, stop it. No, you're bad. Stop. That does not mean no. If so, then April and I may need to get off the channel for a moment. Well, we can't see you. Go ahead. Do your thing. You ain't got to go anywhere. It's all in the tone of the voice. Yes, and the strength of the grip or whatever. But you know, cold weather. A tap means go and a punch means whoa, says CWL. Dennis says, I like them cute and dumb. I do not. I like a woman that's got a backbone. I like a woman that's got brains, because she has to contend with me, and that requires both. And patience. Lots of patience. And if she can cook, and if she can hold her breath for 3 minutes. And that's pretty much it. None of those things are true. Rise, says Caucasian. She works at the bank. Yeah, she works at the store. And a flat spot on her head. Yes, she don't go for that old stuff anymore. Might be a little rich girl, or she might be poor. She might be married girl that needs a little more. You know who I'm talking about. She outlaw woman, first of her kind. Outlaw woman, getting down like it's 99. Yeah. Outlaw woman, now she don't need a gun. Outlaw woman, she's just out for fun. In many ways, she's a lot like me. She don't give a damn about society. Some call her a lady, some call her other names, but you won't call her that in front of me and my gang. Say it with her. She's a outlaw woman, first of her kind. Outlaw woman, yeah, sing it. Outlaw woman, now she don't need a gun. Outlaw woman, she's just out for fun. A little Hank Jr. for you. Oh, Lord. Kevin says, right on, Bigfoot. Right on. Cute and dumb. CWL says, it helps if she can cook. It would take me a while to go. It would take me a while to go from malnutrition, right? Caucasian says, flat head and a cup holder, no teeth, and an oral fixation. Yes. Then it says, well, I'm in the 2%, and any woman that's smart is a supervillain. You're not wrong. Damn it, man, says Amanda. Caucasian. Amanda says, great song, sing along, thank you. Or she's a man. None of that. If we're wishing, Amanda. Good gracious. Right? If you're going to wish, you might as well wish big. Get it all in there. Don't leave nothing out. Then it says, yep. Amanda says, LOL, Caucasian. You know, sometimes wishes do come true. For me, they do. Takes a while, but, you know, it happens. So, we've settled on Ruby Red Woody Torpedo. I forgot. Ruby Red Woody Torpedo. Unicorn. Chimera Red. That's it. Absolutely, Jake. Yes. Yes, they do. And I'm happy about that. I think we have a party going on at the end of the road because I'm hearing loudspeaker type sounds coming through this window. So I have no idea what they're saying. But they're definitely amplified, whatever they are. Whatever they're doing out there, it's loud. And if they piss me off, I'll go hook up my PA system, which is about 5,000 watts per side, and turn it in that direction and crank it up to 11 and show them what loud can do. Ancient Chinese saying, never tell a woman how to drive before the wreck, right? Tell her after the wreck. Caucasian says, she doesn't know who I am, LOL. I am a fairy tale. Who's a fairy tale? To who? What are you talking about? You are a fairy tale. You're a Bigfoot. Bigfoots aren't real. I heard an interesting conspiracy theory today. Something that backs up something else that I've been thinking for years. There's a kid on the internet. They call him the smartest kid in the world. You have to look him up. I don't know what his name is. But he's floating a theory that CERN, the Hadron Collider in Switzerland, when it turned on in 2006 or whenever it was, that they destroyed the universe by making atoms that were too heavy, which pushed us into an alternate universe, hence all of the Mandela effect things that are going on right now. And also why things are completely different than they were 20 years ago, but still look the same. But everything works differently. Everything's upside down from what it used to be. So there's at least two people now that think we're living in an alternate reality. So that's worth noting. I'm going to keep tabs on this boy. I'm going to find out what his name is and going to do a couple of videos on his theory and see what we can come up with, because I think he's onto something, but I'm not entirely sure. Who are we talking about, Caucasian? Who doesn't know who you are? Lisa Reen, how are you, sweetheart? Welcome to the show. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Want to see what I built today? I built that this afternoon. Most of the parts was a gift from a friend of mine, and I got the other parts out of parts guitars that are in my back room, and I built this, and it's beautiful. This is an American-made Stratocaster copy made by Robin. Robin is a company that was in the 80s. They went out of business, I think. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't heard from them in a while. But they made bespoke, handmade, two-spec Stratocaster copies, among other things. And this is one of them. It's a very nice guitar, very expensive guitar with very expensive electronics inside. And I'm very lucky to have it. This is the next thing in my arsenal. I got some more work to do to it yet. I just finished it tonight, just before the podcast. And when I get a chance to, I'm going to do some fret leveling and some intonation and some adjusting. Get that neck a little straighter. And she's going to be ready to rock and roll. Then I'm going to hook it up to my Marshall and make all the neighbors crazy for a while. Which will be fun. What do you think? I don't know how to whistle in chat. Woohoo! I'll do it for you. Caucasian says light speed appears as a computing limit. It really is run as a program. Yes, well, light speed is a thing that we've been taught in math since as long as I know, that's the absolute limit of everything. And that's not true. Not only can things move faster than light, but light can slow down. So, wrong on both counts. Needless to say, Einstein was incorrect in his theory of general relativity in some places. And I am not the only person that says that. And now more scientists are beginning to say it. And as they look deeper and deeper and deeper and do more and more studies, they begin to realize. And the James Webb Telescope broke a lot of that. So now they're freaking out. I heard Amichio Kaku, or whatever his name is, he actually said that time isn't real. So he's freaking out, whatever they saw in the James Webb Telescope. It broke his brain. But, time is real. We're in it. Caucasian says, Lisa Reen. April Rain says, still driving, y'all. Hi, Lisa Love. Kevin says, Bigfoots are real. Big feet are real. Just come to Polk County and watch Judge Spato walk. I believe you. I know a Bigfoot. Personally. Amanda says, oh, damn, Kevin, and you are absolutely right. Mm-hmm. Lisa Reen says, eyes on the road, April. Hi. I gotta fix that. I got a high fret. It's causing it to fret out. I gotta take the strings back off and level the frets. Do some crowning. I get to use these files and one of these fret leveler and one of these. This is an indispensable guitar crafting tool. It is a sponge with very fine sandpaper on both sides, one coarser than the other, and I've used them religiously now for 10 years. Never leave home without one of these. They can do all kinds of things. And I don't know what that is. And one of these. It's a string getter. And of course, one of these. I'm going to have one of those. And a couple of these and some of that. And one of these. And a whole bunch of these. And some of those. That's how you build a guitar, folks. Now, Are you enlightened? It's abrasive, yes. And it's a wonderful thing. This thing is wonderful. I use that for everything. Local time, space is a good brain bender. Yes, yes, it is. The Bible changes are what melts my brain a tad. God must be allowing it, but damn it, no ma'am. What Bible changes are you referring to? Because the one that I teach from is pretty much exactly the same as the one that was here 2,000 years ago. It is translated into English, and I do my very best to catch the mistranslations and point them out when we get to them. And anything that's italicized is assumed, like the sentence assumes it, and they wrote it in, but that's not in the original text. But if you're talking about different, like if you're talking about like the revised versions and the new wave versions, I can't think all the names of them, but there's like 10 different Bibles out that are all different versions of the Bible that we teach from. They are different because of copyright law. They're 10% different to be specific, and they're not randomly different. They're different in a very specific way, and they take out some stuff and add some stuff that change the fundamental meaning of things. If that's what you're referring to, God does not allow that. Read the last part of the Bible where it says that anybody that changes any of it will suffer all of the plagues mentioned in the Bible. It's not a good thing to do. Amanda says, LOL, Jake. Caucasian says, I keep one in my Xterra to remove the T in Tahoe. Oh, I got you. LOL, a sponge. Well, it's spongy. It's not a sponge. I don't put water on it. But it is, soft. The blank lays down with the blank. Fill in the blanks. It's King James changes. The lion lays down with the lamb. I'll have to look into that if that's one that you're concerned about, and I will look up the original text, see what it says. We don't have the original text, but we've got copies of the original from, different preachers sending letters back and forth, and we got the Dead Sea Scrolls, and there's a few other elements that we've had portions of the Bible. We can recreate all but about 11 books of the Bible just from the letters sent back and forth to Antioch. So the rest of them are kind of filled in by the Dead Sea Scrolls and a few other things. But yes, he says you will be punished if you change it, so it can happen. Well, I suppose anything can happen, but that's not really in dispute. As long as you know what the actual version of the Bible is, and God said that he would leave a copy of the Bible on earth for everybody to have, that everybody would have access to. And if that's true, where is it? I want to hold it. I want to read it. Well, I believe I know what it is. I believe it's the King James Version. And the reason I believe that is because you can trace its lineage all the way back to Antioch. The other translations, there are 3 different branches. And I did a video about this at one point, and it's in the title. You could go look it up if you scroll back far enough, you'll find the video. But I did a video that broke down where all of the Bible translations came from. And there's 3 major ones. There is the Alexandrian, there is the Antioch, and I can't remember what the other one is, but it's a simple thing, and I always screw it up because I forget what it is, but it's the one that Gutenberg was translated to. But I think that the text that the King James Bible was translated from is the inspired word of God. I believe that's the book he refers to by saying he would leave it for everybody to have access to. So I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I believe. And I hope that helps. I have I Heart Hairy Nuts stickers, says Caucasian. Cool. We're finally stopped, says April. It now says the wolf dwells with the lamb. King James Bible. Where at? I'll look this up and I'll find out what's behind it. Because I'm interested to know. Because I'm pretty sure I've read that verse, but I don't know where it's at. And it says the lion will lay down with the lamb. And if it says something different now, I want to see it. Because I want to point it out and make fun of it. So if you happen to know where that's at, please let me know. Because I'll get medieval on the ass. I'll go back and look at the original text and see what it says in Hebrew. And if it says anything different than it used to say, then I'll call it into question. Now, Lisa Reen, this is my solid vow to you. If I find out by any stretch of the imagination that what I teach from the King James Version Bible, the oldest version I can find, if I find out that it is flat lying to you in any way, I give you my word as a man and as a pastor and as a friend that I will immediately shut this channel down and then start up a new channel debunking that book. I give you my word on it. I've been studying this book for 35 years, hard studying, and I've never found a mistake. I've found some mistranslations. That's not a mistake, though, because you have the original to compare it to, and you have a Strong's Concordance that you can look the words up with. So I give you my word. Please look in yours. I don't know where it is either at the moment. I know it was lion and lamb. Okay, I will look. I'll do a word search on my digital version of the Bible because I can't read the little tiny print on podcast, but I'll look. And if it says anything other than that, I'll let you know. No worries. It's written on our hearts. I believe that. I will look at it, though. I'll get to the bottom of that for you. Right on, Jake. Well said, love. Thank you, April. The last thing I want to do is deceive anybody. That's not why I'm here. I'm trying very hard to talk truth. So if there is a discrepancy in the book that we teach from, I need to know it. This thing sounds incredible unplugged. I wish you could hear the amount of sustain it has. It just rings and rings and rings. It's every bit as good as an American Strat, except for that tall fret that I got to fix. April says, you're welcome. Hold that guitar up again. I only got to see a little glance. How about that? James Jiggins. Hey, are you Amanda, man? No, I'm Jake, man. How about you? April says, OMG, wowee. Thank you. Hi, JJ. Welcome, says Amanda. And April gives you hearts and hearts and hearts. And April says, beautiful. You did that. Yes, ma'am. I built this today. I just finished it tonight. What do you think? Just finished it. I hadn't even got it set up yet. That's why I'm not playing it for you, because it buzzes. But I got to get that worked out. April says, hi, James. Good to see you. Welcome. He's asking if you're my man, Jake. Well, I don't see where that's any of your business. Isaiah 11:16. You're an artist. Bravo. I love it. No 6. 11:6. Got it. I just said 16. I don't know why. Isaiah. Mine says Wolf. I'm willing to bet that this isn't the only time the Bible says it, though. If anybody has any software where they can do a word search, type in the phrase, the lion shall lay down with the lamb, and see how many times it appears in the Bible. I think this may be just one of those repeating the same thing over again kind of deals, but I will get to the bottom of it. I'll find out why it says that, because I remember lion, lamb too. April says, hit that like button, everybody. Please sub, share, and support. Much love. She is a friend. Just asking. I didn't want to step on toes. No problem, James. Not a problem at all. Any friend of Amanda's is a friend of mine. Welcome to the show. All right. I've held it all in work. God knows I've tried. It's an awful awakening in a country boy's life. When you look in the mirror, a total surprise at the gray in your hair and the age in your eyes. Well, Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Well, Amanda, light up my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Measure of people they don't understand. Pleasures in life and a country rock band. I got my first first guitar when I was 13. And now I'm pushing 50. But I'm still pretty mean. Oh, man, the light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. Oh, man, the light of my life. Fate should have made you a gentleman's wife. I've got a couple more years on me, baby, that's all. I've had more chances to ride, more chances to fall. It's not that I'm wiser, so many ways. It's just that my back's against the wall. I've got a couple more years on me, baby, that's all. Hey, a little Merle Haggard, Waylon Jennings for you. Amanda says 1 Samuel 17:34, Isaiah 11:6, and Isaiah 65:25. Okay. 65:25. Wolf and the Lamb. Yeah, that's a little disturbing. I'm going to have to get to the bottom of that. I will look it up in Hebrew and find out what it actually says. 'Cause I'm dying to know now. You got me curious. There are more, but I don't want to kill the vibe. Well, you don't have to worry about that, sweetheart. I want to answer the question for you because that's what I do is answer questions, and you know I'm not deceiving you. So if there's some discrepancy, I want to see it. And you've shown me, so I'm going to go look it up. I'll spend the rest of the week delving into it and finding out. We'll address this proper. It's a bit disturbing, huh, Amanda? Interesting, though. It is disturbing. April says, saint humble and meek ones. When these two respect and love each other, that is when Earth system will be perfect, a paradise. That's what I read in the meaning of love. I hear you. Singing along, says April. Thank you, dear. Amanda says, yes, Lizarine, it is. He is an old friend. I think he's drunk. His wife just passed away a couple of months ago. Oh, that JJ. Okay. Hello, JJ. Welcome to the show. I do know who you are. I apologize. And if you are that JJ, then you and I have met once before. April says, nice, Jake, love. Thank you, dear. April says, it's okay, Amanda. It's all good. Lisa Reen says, I am sorry, Amanda. I was referring to the Bible verses. It's weird. Yes, it is weird. Amanda says, oh, okay, my bad, LOL. April says, that's sad about James. I'm sorry about his wife. Dennis says, that might be something to do with the Mandela effect. I know, right? It's like we live in an alternate universe. Maybe the CERN Hadron Collider did kick us into an alternate universe, and we've all been living there since 2006, which is why everything is upside down. Weird. Lisa Reen says, I know you are not deceiving us. I know who does that, and I don't think it's you. Thank you, dear. Thank you very much. I'm trying real hard not to be that guy. Real hard. But I'll tell you what, I want to know why it says that, because I remember Lion and Lamb. So I'm going to find out. And when I find out, I will let you know what I discover. Because the last thing I want to do under any circumstances is get up here and say something that I know to be incorrect. I won't do that. I have no desire to do that, because as far as I'm concerned, the way I feel about it is that I'm spreading the word of God to you, and that would be really bad if I were to knowingly push you astray. That would come back on me. And I don't want that either. So it's a big responsibility teaching Bible, because if you become a stumbling block, or if you cause somebody to go astray, it's worse than if they just went astray because you did it to them. You made them, they believed you, and you took them in the wrong direction. I can't have that. So if nothing else, you know I ain't lying to you. It may not always be right, but I'm always telling you what I believe to be true. I thought I was wrong once, but I was mistaken, turns out. All right. Hey, if you guys are enjoying the show, and if you like my new guitar build, if you like the conversation, if you like Amanda, won't you do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and press the bell icon so you get notifications when I'm going to be online when my new videos drop. Smash that like button. It's free. It's effortless. It really does help this channel with the algorithms, and it helps us get recommended to other people's feeds. That's what we want. So won't you do that, please? Share this video with people you love. Hey, here's a thought. Share it with somebody you don't love. Bring a stranger into the family. Make them part of the fold. Be part of their solutions, not part of their problems. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you're thinking about privately, intensely, deeply. Question me, curse me, bless me, challenge me, confront me, conform me, drink my Kool-Aid. Make your own Kool-Aid as long as you're thinking critical. That's what I want. Critical thought coming from that brain of yours. Do we live in a multiverse? Are we in an alternate reality as we speak? Is Mandela somebody? Find out and let me know, because I'm just as clueless as everybody else. And if you dig what you're hearing tonight, if you think this is a valuable place to spend your time, if you think you've gotten some wisdom from old Jake, if you think you've earned something, won't you do me a favor and consider supporting this channel and help me keep it going, because I can't do this by myself. I need every one of you. And you know the thing. Go to paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand, paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Or if you're a Cash App user, go to $JakeJohnsonBand, $JakeJohnsonBand. Every little bit helps. It's a win-win. It's a blessing for me. But it's a blessing for you too, because we live in a reciprocal universe. You give and you shall receive. You ask and it shall be answered. You knock and it shall be opened. That's the law of the land. That's how it works. So trust me on that. And I greatly appreciate that support. Every little bit helps. And if you do that, I will always endeavor to answer all of your questions and comments. And I will spend a week tracking down a word in another language because you have a question about it, because that's the kind of guy I am. And I want you to be solid in what you know. So, having done that, she was a precious human. I missed something. Hold on. April says, exactly. Lisa Reen says, honey, It was the lion will lay down with the lamb. I'm sure of it. I remember that. Definitely has been Mandela affected, for lack of a better word. Meaning he was a species that fed on humans, and Bella was precious and innocent. Edward, he was a predator, and Bella, she was precious human. What are we? Are you talking about Twilight? We're talking about Bible. Are you talking about Twilight? I missed something big time if you are, because I had no idea we were talking about Twilight. Edward and Bella. That's Twilight, right? But yes, he's a bad guy. And there are Mandela effects. Some of them are nonsense, you know. But some of them are really, really concerning because I've got a pretty good memory. And I don't like to think that my memory fails that easily. And I can remember a lot. A lot. So when I remember something and I know it to be true, like Orlando is below Lakeland on the map. I know that's true. Yet it's not. It's to the side. It's that way. And that ain't the way I've ever went to Orlando. You don't go to Orlando before you go to Lakeland. But now you do. That's weird. That bothers me. Admittedly, I was younger when I lived there, but I could drive. And I have a good memory. I remember other things from that too, that period of time. And they're all right. Just that one detail is wrong. Now, either I'm wrong or the map is wrong. Which do you bet on? April says, oh, I thought we were telling about the movie. What movie? Where did you get Twilight from? No, it's northeast of Lakeland. I know. Talking about the series, duh. These are wolves, though. Your memory is fine. The continents have moved too, LOL. You have to laugh at this crap. Something's weird, that's all I'm saying. We're talking about the King James version of the Bible. Yes. Yes. But I don't understand how characters from the Twilight movie crept into this conversation. I don't have a problem with us talking about it. I just didn't see it happen. So I'm confused. I don't know how my area. Well, you were just thinking about Twilight. I see. I got it. I love you, baby. You're something else. Anyway, yes. Edward and Bella featured heavily in the first King James Bible, I'm pretty sure. OMG, forgive me, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it at all. I love you anyway. And we'll talk about Twilight. That's fine. I watched it. I watched the first one anyway. It got a little teenagery for me, but when they started pulling their shirts off and fighting over a girl that has no emotions, I'm out. I'm out. Can't do it. That girl has less expression than my desk has. Why somebody pull their shirt off and fight over her? I don't understand. Chat, I'm sorry for the drunk pop-in, says Amanda. I didn't know he was drunk. Is he with you right now? And don't be sorry about it. He's welcome at any time. Drunk or otherwise. You can't save somebody if they're not in your presence. So, if he needs saving, maybe this is the place to be. I didn't watch much. It's a freaky show. Are you talking about the Vampire Diaries? Because I don't think Twilight has a TV show unless it just came out. It's all right, darling. I hear you. No, he messaged me and asked what I was doing. I got you. He must be really concerned about where I land on the relationship status. First question he asked me. Weird. And I didn't know who it was. I didn't know if it was somebody else. So I wasn't about to answer any questions, especially if they concern someone other than me. But yeah, he's welcome. It's where they turn into wolves. Oh, okay. Okay, no problem. I'm about to turn in anyway. I got to get up early and go to work in the morning. So I just wanted to be here with you guys for a little while on a Wednesday night. Sing you a couple songs and show off my new toy. I definitely missed all the relationship chat. Yeah, it just asked if I was somebody's man. I said, I don't see how that's any of your business. I didn't know who it was. You know, apparently Amanda knows who he is, so it's all good. I'm my own man, but I share. Plus, I would like to get this fret leveling job done before I turn in. But I still got a little time. Anything you guys want to chit-chat about? Because that's what tonight's all about, is chit-chatting with a screwdriver. Dennis says, night all. Dennis, have a good night, my friend. Thank you for being here. Lisa Reen says, I hope we all can have a loving relationships. I hope so too. Itching to get that guitar done. Yes, I am. It's driving me crazy. All I can think about is fret leveling and intonating. Amanda says, me too, Lisa Reen. I hope we all can be friends. I hope we all can be in love. I hope we all can be one with God. I hope we all can find our purpose. It's always a good thing to have a direction in life. And it's a really hard life when you lose that direction, when you become aimless. You can't allow that to happen, because aimless people are not happy people. Happiness comes from struggle. Happiness comes from accomplishment. And the only way you can do that is to work for it. There are no free rides. There are no easy ways. But if you trust in God and you make rash decisions, think before you act, look before you leap, that sort of thing, think before you speak. If you do that, you can find happiness relatively. It may not be the happiest, but happy, functional, comfortable. Much love, everyone. May God bless us all. Sweet dreams. April, I love you, dear. Kevin, take care of my April. Dennis, good night. Amanda, Lizarine, all the other people lurking in the background, I love you dearly. Can't wait to see you guys on Friday. And hopefully I'll have that guitar ready to play on Friday for you. Amanda says, night, April, sweet dreams, hon. Lizarine says, if y'all find an old geezer who has a loving heart and needs a friend, let me know. I'll do that, Lizarine. I'll keep my eyes open for you. April says, happiness comes from rays of sunshine when you're feeling blue. Aw, spoken like a true lyric. But yes, the sun on your face will do you wonders. Can't stay cooped up. If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion fits? Pudding on the Ritz. Just dated myself. You're old. Well, Lisa Reen, I hope that somebody's good to you. You deserve that. And I know a couple people. I don't know their status, though. I had to ask. But I'll certainly give them your name if they're like-minded. April says, LOL, I was just playing, LOL, but it was true. It is true. It is true. Because light comes in many forms, not just sunlight. Jesus's light can make you happy. The light of love can make you happy. The light of friendship can make you happy. That light makes me happy. I find joy in birds singing. I am a weirdo. No, you're not. Birds are fantastic to listen to. God knew what he was doing. Did you know that not only does the sound of birds chirping cause plants to open up? That's why they chirp in the mornings, to make the plants know what time it is to get up. But it also induces serotonin to inject into your brain. So it's like getting a hug. Getting a hug will cause you to produce serotonin and dopamine. And so do chirping of birds and cooing of babies and purring of kittens. Those things all cause dopamine hits and serotonin to flood your brain. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with being in love with God's creation. That's not weird at all. April says, yes, you do, Lisa Love. We all love you. Bird singing is so peaceful, Lisa Reen, says Amanda. April says, amen. Yes, birds are beautiful. Lisa Reen says, that explains a lot. Yes. So does a large line of cocaine. That'll also do it, but, don't do that. The best way to do it is to hug, I think. But there are many, many things. Running water causes you to have a dopamine increase. It also makes you sleepy, though. That's why rain is the best thing to sleep to, because the sound of water and the melodic sound of droplets causes you to go into a theta waves. Theta waves is what happens when you start to fall asleep. No, thank you, LOL. No, thank you. To what? A hug or a large line of cocaine? Yeah, you don't need that. Don't do that. That's bad for you. I know it's addictive. Not so much, really. But it'll make you be a hard person to be around, right? No, you'll be quite energetic and happy and everybody will be your friend. But you're saying it costs a lot of money. No, it's kind of cheap, actually. I'm not getting where this is a bad idea. Don't do chemicals. I don't either. Except for this one. I guess that's a chemical. And this one. That's a chemical for sure. Amanda says, LOL, Jake. I used to do chemicals, but that was a long time ago. I've been a good boy since my children were born. That has a way of changing you. But so does the Mandela effect. Being shoved into an alternate reality tends to change a person, or at least their outlook. All right. I'll leave you with that. I hope you guys have a great week ahead of you. And I hope that you're chomping at the bit on Friday, because we're going to do some cool stuff Friday, for sure. For sure. Have a great night. God bless you all. I hope that God's love infects every part of your life, and his grace lights the ground before you as you go forward. I hope so. And I hope that everybody can sleep peacefully and happily tonight, knowing that everybody in this chat loves you, because that's why we're here. Good night, everybody. God bless you. I love you. I'll see you Friday. Thanks for watching.